All right, everybody. Had my family reunion this weekend. Like I said before, if you've been watching the last few weeks, I'm not necessarily going to do one every week if I don't have something beer. But this was beer enough, I thought, that we'd go ahead and publish this one. So let me roll the footage and we'll go as we go here. So let's throw that up there and let's make it a little smaller. And I'll pause and voice over as necessary. Hey guys, using beer here. I don't know if this will be a homebrew thing or if it's just be a blog entry, but my family reunion this weekend, so let's look at how the weekend's going. Okay, I'm gonna do most of this section without the sound from the audio because I'll redo the voiceover for this and we'll kind of go through this. This is the Reverb Imperial Pilsner from Boulevard. It was it's an Imperial Pilsner. It's 7.7% alcohol, which is obviously, you know, pretty solid. But in truth, it was just a well-made Pilsner. It was well-made. You know, it's certainly better than you know, some of your commercial mass market stuff. But in truth, it was just a Pilsner. It was a well-made Pilsner. I would buy it again. The only thing is the last Boulevard I had was that Stingo, and that was so unique that I was kind of expecting something a little more out there. And this was just a really good Pilsner that happened to be 7.7% alcohol. It didn't taste that. It tasted well balanced. It tasted, you know, refreshing. It was nice cold. It was good. Liked it. Would do it again. In the Black Rocks growler there was my Fug Nugget, and I've been talking that up pretty steady lately, and if you've been watching, you know that not only am I brewing it next, I have to adjust it a little because I didn't have quite the right stuff to brew it identical. I don't know whether I'm going to hold out for that stuff because Jared from Heavy Rift Homebrew was talking about brewing ours on the same day and then kind of keep track of them and taste test them as we go, and that's a nifty experiment. And so maybe I'll wait until I can get basically the identical grist I had before. I'll talk to Jared probably this week on our cast and we'll sort that out. But everybody loved it. It's of the beers that I have made, it is the one that I am the happiest with. It's exactly what I wanted. It's a hoppy red. It's complex. It's got layers. It's just really nice. So next we have the Schlafly's dry hopped APA. It's a very nice beer. Hard to get, obviously, if you're not near St. Louis, but if you come across it, it is certainly worth a try. It is a very well made IPA. And it's not really bitter. It's dry hopped. It's got a lot of aroma and some upfront taste. It's a well-made APA. Then we also had the Schlafly's Raspberry Hefeweizen. Everybody did. I was sharing these with several individuals because we were taste testing a lot of stuff, but lots of folks liked the Raspberry Hefeweizen. It went over very well. It was clean, had a nice citrusy berry back to it. It was nice. Then the next one here on the left is the Kona Big Wave Golden Ale from Hawaii, and Jared turned me on to that, and let me tell you that beer right there is that rocked. It's interesting because it has no bitter to it. It's a well-made golden ale, and all of the hops is up front, and it's just it's really citrusy and fruity. It's once again, if you get a chance to get a hold of some Kona Big Wave, take a shot at it. That next Black Rocks growler was it was a stout. It was their Pecker Stout, I believe it was. It's a well-made stout. I liked it. The bottle to the right of that, which is just a homebrew bottle, was one of my stouts. I was very happy with my stout. I liked my stout better than that one. And then, of course, we got some gumball head there, and everybody loved the gumball head. Very little doubt that folks liked the gumball head. We also had an Anchor Porter that was really good. We also had another growler from Black Rocks that had a honey lavender wheat, which was another one that it had a lot of floral in the nose, not a lot on the tongue, but it was very refreshing. Was a good cleanse to in between all of these. And then what I don't have pictures of here, we can get this off the screen. What I don't have pictures of here is at this event, we drank the Sink the Bismark that my brother-in-law got for Christmas. That's from Brewdogs. It is 41% alcohol. It calls itself an IPA for the courageous, I think is what it says. It's nifty. Once again, it's something that we divvied that up quite a bit at 41% alcohol. You don't need a ton of it, and lots of people got to say that they tasted the Sink the Bismark. But I would say that the nose is pretty alcohol. The palate, not really so much. I would say the palate starts out kind of peppery, black peppery, and fades towards black licorice is what I would say is what it faded towards. Now this one wasn't aged a ton. I don't know how old it. I didn't look for the date on it, but he's had it for about 8-9 months now, and it was neat. I would certainly drink it again. Came in just like a 375 ml bottle. I could probably drink one of those. You certainly wouldn't just pour it in a big glass and drink it up. That's just, you wouldn't be slamming it unless, slamming whiskey's your thing. It's, it's 82 proof. It's very unique. It has a lot of maybe stone fruit there towards the end too, kind of raisin plummy that fades into the black licorice. There's definitely a malt backbone in there, which obviously to get to that alcohol you got to have a fair amount of malt in there to get to there. But if you can find Sink the Bismark and your wallet can handle Sink the Bismark was certainly something that I was glad to have tried, and I'll try it again. I rank it right up there with most fun with like the Pliny I had. If I had to rank probably the more unique and harder to get ones that I've had, which I would say the three that fall into that category the most, other than some of these regional ones that are hard to get outside of places, but the legendary ones I've had, the Dogfish Head 120, the Pliny the Elder, and the Sink the Bismark. And I would say Pliny was my favorite, Sink the Bismark was second, and the Dogfish Head 120 was third. But I would drink all of them again if they were on the table, and I would drink them twice if somebody else was paying for them. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Tune in next time. We'll see where we're at. Trying to decide if I should do a full-on longer video with more of a brew day with that fug nugget, and then maybe throw the recipe in the comments section. And so if you watch this video and you have an input one way or the other on that, put a note in there, and I'll kind of look at the notes and see what people are thinking and decide whether to do that. Cheers, 17.